a pop-up come.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. We are live. I looked a little weird, so I'm gonna try to figure this out. But anyway, let me stop my camera so I get that together. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are live. It's your girl Callie, Joy, and Montique, and we are here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 6, season 6, episode 23. Holt, her accountable, which I like that name because it kind of fits everything that kind of happened. Anyway, so everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe for everything, not just personal, so you can get every time we go live. Because we're about to start going live a lot because a lot of shows are coming on, right, ladies? So I'm gonna share this out, and then we can rate the episode while I share it out. So how would you rate the episode, you guys? Or do we want to do our chat stick, which I don't have one? Let's rate it first. Go ahead, Callie.
I give it a 5.
Really? All right, Joy. What about you?
I thought it was an okay episode. It was a good follow-up. It was a lot of it was a good follow-up, I think.
That's what I need, some lip gloss. It's not missing, y'all. I'm sorry. I look kind of washed out or something today.
I give it a number? I'll give it like a 6 or 7. I'll give it a 7.
Antoinette's here. Hey, Antoinette. Here's a 6 for Antoinette. Everybody else, how would y'all rate it? I'll give it like a 6 or a 7. I felt like it was a good filler episode, and also it being a filler, it's moving things along. We know what's kind of coming up, and why it's happening. So I feel like
like
6 or 7.
That's why,
yeah. So let's do our. Oh, Joy, you called me. Y'all were waiting on me. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the time.
I was all in the TV. I'm here. I'm the late.
I know. Yeah, I was all in the TV. But anyway, so I guess we could do our chat stick moment of the week. Would it be BravoCon? What would we talk about? BravoCon's been pretty good.
The only thing that I can think of is it's still related to Bravo, and we got a lot of TV to watch this week.
Yes, God. I don't know if we gonna be able to keep up.
One show to having like 5.
Girl, we gonna be tired. We need to eat our Wheaties, drink our Gatorade, because we about to, it's a honey. Bravo is this a early Christmas present? So tonight, go ahead, Joy.
I guess the little peach of the week, I would say is, what is it called? The what of the
chat stick moment of the week. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's still related to BravoCon. I was thinking about Quad. Like, we have never had a situation that I'm aware of where a husband divorces the wife stays on the show, the husband gets remarried, and they bring the new girl on the show. And all I kept thinking is, wow, that's a recipe for a heck of a TV show.
And what's so crazy is we have a sneak peek. If you follow us on social media, I think I posted, or Callie, one of us posted it, where Quad's going to come in to the room. And I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but it's the girl's bridal shower. Heavenly invited Quad to Dr. G's new wife, I guess, fiance's bridal shower. Why? This is just plain messy.
Is that the first episode, though?
I don't know. It's just what they showed at BravoCon. So that's what.
That must be late. The only reason why I say that is we know that they were filming for a solid month, possibly more, before Quad even signed her contract. That's why that'll be why
you shared the episode, y'all? Hold on. Go ahead.
There's a reason that Quad was doing promos the way she was this season.
Why you think?
She was like the woe is me. Like the what I think would make a recipe for a reality show is really her life. And she mentions it. She felt disrespected. She felt like she was disrespected by Bravo by bringing this. She literally said those words.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel bad about this happening to her? And then we're gonna move on to Love and Match. We just like to get people to come in, so we kind of do a little teaser for y'all to come on in. Do you feel bad about it? Anybody?
Quad is dirty to me. She's mean. This is the girl that actually literally brought a guy on the show to say he was having an affair with another husband. But I don't care. She's done a couple other sneaky things. I think what
Mm-hmm.
she did to Toya last year was sneaky. She's done quite a few things that were sneaky. But to me, that was low. That was Marlo low.
Yeah, and I mean, and I promise you, if Mariah or somebody was still on the show and Aiden had a girlfriend, Quad would have bring that girl on the show.
That's
So
terrible.
I don't feel sorry for her, but other people might. But I'm
I mean,
I think
excited.
the
I feel
reason
like, well,
I
Go ahead,
think the
Kelly.
reason she showed up is so she can get a paycheck. If they're paid
Yeah,
per episode, she's coming to even if she initially didn't think she should. Dr. Heavenly was probably like, we're having that, and look, I know you need to get paid. You want to come? Here you go.
because she just got that new house, right? You got to pay for that house, girl.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I believe Quad can handle it. She isn't sneaky at all. Honey, that lady, she's sneaky, honey. She will stab you in the back. Do not stand in front of her, Tori.
girl, you
She'll get.
tripping.
Do not stand in front of her, okay?
Girl, you tripping. She will. I mean, do y'all realize how trivial? If y'all go back and watch season 2 and go back and watch how trivial her reasonings for not being Mariah's friend, that's enough to tell you that she used that girl. Like the thing that it was two of the most simplest things. It was something that kind of got a reference of one of them I kind of got why she didn't like, but it was one of them that was real minor. I can't even remember. But they were so minuscule as compared to somebody that had nothing to do with the cameras. When she was going through something with her ex, she let her stay on her couch rent free, helped her establish herself, encourage her, really try to be her for real friend. Mariah wasn't getting anything from Quad. Quad was the taker in that relationship.
Because the other ladies didn't even
And
like Quad. Just think about that.
yeah,
If you go back and
yeah,
watch.
like she was the taker. Mariah wasn't getting nothing from Quad.
And another thing I would say this, you're not married to medicine anymore, my love. So you better
Yeah.
be happy you still own this show. In my opinion. And Dr. G still hangs out with Cecil, with all the guys. He golfs
Oh
with
yeah,
them.
that's true.
He's
That's true.
still
That's
friends
true.
with them. Okay, I put a pillow up
Mhm.
so I can be a little higher. All right.
You think that might have had a lot to do with it?
Yeah. The guys want it. Why am I getting off camera? I need to move this. Let's see. That girl was living in her car. Yeah.
You're actually, she's correct. You're correct, Latoya.
What is it?
In regards to you can't really be sneaky when you do it in your face. I feel you, but you're correct in some respect. But in another one, being confronted with something that may or may not be true just to hurt me is revengeful. That's not putting it to your face. You're trying to hurt. Quad does things to try to hurt people.
Okay, and then yeah, she was living in her car. So I think we got enough people in here to let's start the show, ladies. All
All
right.
right.
So let's get on with it. And I don't have any pictures. I didn't load anything to show people. So if we need to show some pictures, send them to me because I didn't load them. I was a bit too busy watching TV today. Okay. It starts back. I have a headache, so my eyes real big, but they're gonna look little today. So it starts back up with a continuation, right? Of Keke in the storage shed, Mel there too, and Kiki's husband. Oh, I want to show his shoes, but I didn't load them. I might do it later. So the she goes to the bathroom, correct? In the storage shed. And she pees in this cup. That's a drug test. And we talked about this last week. We kind of alluded to. We didn't think she was gonna do it, actually. But everything came back that she's not on drugs. Now, people are questioning the test, correct?
I don't think that people are questioning the test. People are questioning whose urine it was. Because she also has admitted to being on methadone. And when Miss Melanie was reading out all those lovely drug
Barbiturates,
name. I
opiates,
wasn't even mad at her for not spelling. People were like, she a teacher. I hate when people do stupid stuff. I'm a teacher. I can't even spell.
Well,
I
another
think,
thing is if
but
you don't live in that life and you don't know some of those ain't just
right,
words. You know
those are
what I mean?
hard
Like,
words. Yeah,
yeah. You don't see those every day. Now, I
right.
mean, if it was it and she and thee and her,
If she was in
we
that
gonna have a
life,
problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If she was a nurse, I would agree with you.
right.
She wasn't.
She was,
She was
yeah.
a teacher turned construction lady.
Yeah, those aren't
So
common words,
right.
And plus she was
But
kind of hyped that she passed.
one of them that she read was methadone. And Keke has admitted to being on methadone.
Now there was a toxicology nurse in one of the groups, and she posted something that's saying that it depends on the test that the methadone may didn't show up. It depends on how many doses she had and all of that stuff. Then some people were saying that it was pee. I mean, it was water, and I'm like, no, I think the test will come back inconclusive if it's water. Because they were saying it was kind of clear. I think the test will come back faulty. But like I said last week, she should go to a doctor because no one's going to believe anything from anybody except the doctor. Now Keke did show, and I didn't load any pictures, but you can probably find it. I don't know if we put it on any of our social media. She did post pictures of stacks where she has been said that she was negative, and Carlos King has come out and said that he has been a part of witnessing it. So I don't know.
Carlos said what?
That he went live on something and said that he knew that she has been passing her test because Keke's in a program and she has to go, and if she tests positive, she'll be kicked out. So I don't think she's on anything. And another thing I want to say, go ahead.
I wonder if he's the reason that Melody even took the test to the storage unit.
I was just going to ask you
yes,
that. That's
absolutely.
Yeah. Here's another one. And this is the part. This is the part that I think where most people get the problem with. Do you really think she showed up there and didn't tell her that she was going to have to take a drug test?
Well, unless she's an Academy Award actress, I'm going to say yes. Because Keke's face, in my opinion, looked like she was scared. Like, oh my God, I might fail. Like, seriously, her face was like, have I did a pill today? Like, seriously, I don't think she did a pill that day. But her face looked real, real, real scared. But I think what happened was when Keke walked out and Marceau made his little quip of call the police, drug test her A. And she said, do it. The production team was like, oh, we going to do it. We going to do it. And Mel was the person that took it. She did it. Yeah, I agree. I think the production team wanted to do it.
I think they did too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a protection for them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got, and I know, although they weren't, listening to our feedback while they were going along, they certainly was reading it while it really was airing, talking about how people felt like they were using Keke. It was a lot of production issue, people complaining about the fact that they felt like they were using this girl.
Her
kind
story.
of taking advantage of her. Yeah, it didn't feel, because I think genuinely people do think Keke is on drugs, and it kind of felt like they were exploiting her.
Yes, and I agree because she said when she went live with, I can't remember who. I don't watch her too many times, but she went with somebody, and she said that when she had that conversation with Melody, that they made it seem like she was the only one talking. They kind of sped up her talking, and she said she was there talking to Mel for over 2 hours, and they had a conversation, but they kept just showing her side of it, and they sped it up. And Callie, remember, you even said they were doing like production like stuff, and you know. Yep. So they are exploiting her, and I feel like they could have done this totally different, like showing the come up of it. Instead, they're showing like she on the corner snorting coke. You know what I mean? And I feel like they should say, "This is something that can happen to you." There are shows on Hulu and Netflix about it. She didn't go looking for this. Her doctor prescribed this to her. and she got addicted. She wasn't like Felicia on Friday trying to borrow your microwave. Okay. She really, I'm serious. Like, she really did not mean this to happen. So I don't know. I mean, but
Well, what do you think about Marsau going on? What do you think about Marsau going live and kind of mocking the whole drug testing situation?
that could have been our
He's
moment of the
such a
week,
comedian.
actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Actually, I
mean,
thought about it and it went away, and I couldn't remember what I was thinking
Right.
about.
That
Yeah.
could have been it, Callie. Yeah, that could have been it. I didn't really watch it. What did y'all get from it? Did people watch it?
He
Well,
basically he said what I said about the. Okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead. You start. It's good.
He said what I said about the methadone. I had
What did
already
he
wrote
say?
it in group, so he said
Oh,
that how is the test negative for something that you yourself said that you're on?
That just shows he don't know what he's talking about. He's so delusional.
And I
I,
mean, it
I
it,
think
it
there was a
is.
nurse.
I
I don't
mean,
know if
say
the
whatever
person
you
was.
want. It's still. I
Yeah,
could
it
see
caused
why
questions.
it's an issue.
Yeah, it can cause questions. But there was a few nurses, and I don't know who's a nurse in here. I don't know, that said that could have happened or could have been a faulty test. But we do know, and I think Marcel them know that she is in the program and she gets tested on a regular basis. And she's been, I guess, if she's still in it, I'm praying she's not on drugs. I know some people seem like they want her to be. I don't know why. They feel like it is
Can
an
I?
explanation for why she baptized Tisha on. But people on this show fight. Wanda tried to fight. Marceau tried to fight. Martell tried to fight. It's not about drugs. But go ahead, Joy.
I don't think it's about drugs. It's one thing to come on here and you trying to have your moment so you can keep it going. I can respect that. It's because she's doing it at her cousin's expense. That's what people are really tripping off of. Because her behavior is her behavior. It's really because it's against her cousin. And
Wait a minute.
if
Who are you
regardless,
saying, Joy?
huh?
Who's going? Keke is going against Tisha, or what were you saying?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that in context of the conversation, she was saying something about well, I can't even remember
Talk
what we
about
was
me.
talking.
What I
Yeah.
said, I was saying that people seem to want her to fail, and you're saying
Yeah,
that's
I
not
don't
the
think
issue.
that they.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Oh,
think that they wanted her to fail. I just think people are tripping off of the fact that her behavior is at her cousin's expense, and we're trying to give it a reason. Like she tripping, like
oh,
So
nobody
are you
goes.
saying Kiki's behavior is at
Yes,
Tisha's
okay.
expense?
I'll show the comments in
yes.
a minute, y'all. I'm
Oh
not
God.
blocking y'all.
The
Go ahead.
issues, the gossip, what's going on right now, and all of this gossip, we know a little bit more than what the TV is showing, kind of, sort of. But with all of these different moving pieces that we've been reading about, they know what it is. Tisha don't want to talk about it, but for whatever reason, people around them want to talk, and the whole conversation is on a TV series because her cousin brought it here.
Okay.
Okay,
Not the makeup artist. Not
Joy.
the makeup artist.
You know Joy's being Joy.
The makeup artist took it
Somebody
to
has
production.
to say the
Wait a minute.
words, y'all.
The
Somebody
makeup
has to say
no.
the words.
The makeup artist took it to production. You know that, right?
We know how the moving pieces
Okay,
work.
so you know production's
adults-
gonna want
Those adults that are in front of the camera, though, somebody had to say the words. That's the part that, for whatever reason, is not connecting.
Joy.
Somebody
has
to
wait.
say
You're on a reality
And
TV show.
it won't
Do
connect
you know?
if we
Because
can't
I'm gonna
hear.
tell you this. The same thing happened with Robin. People feel like that if you're on this reality TV show, you're supposed to show your reality. If they do not want to show their reality, they need to get off the show. The same reason that Robin got booed at BravoCon, which I don't think was right, is because they feel like she did not show her reality. So if you don't think Tish should show her reality, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not. It's not about whether or not I think she should. You're trying to, in my opinion, it feels like you are trying to make another issue versus what I'm saying, and that's not the issue. An adult, all of these things that are real life that we have, if it's part of the conversation, let it be a part of the conversation. You're still forgetting the element that old girl is her cousin. Melanie's not her cousin. If Melanie was telling Keke this story, the situation would be different. It's Keke. It's her first cousin that, for whatever reason, wants to talk about this on camera.
Okay, Joy. So what happened was Keke tried to talk about this off camera. She said they tried to meet up. Tish came to her and said, "You got to fire your makeup artist." She like, "No, you're not going to put us in this."
That's not what she said.
Let me finish. I'll let you talk.
That's not what she said.
Okay, well, this is what happened on Stormi and Tisha on this live that I watched. Both said this. So I don't know what Tish said, but I'm telling you what Stormi and Keke said. Because Stormi's makeup artist was also almost in it too. So what happened was Tish asked her to find out. She told her to fire her makeup artist. Her makeup artist is Stormi's friend. How you gonna tell me Stormi lying? Brianna Stormi's.
I literally have Keke on video. I'll send it to you. It's a 15-second clip. The guy said, "Is this when Tisha told you to fire your makeup artist?" And she said, "Well, I'm not going to say she asked me to fire her."
She alluded to it, Joy. Pretty much.
That's what
you know what your family means. Kimmy already fired hers because of something like this. It's happened. It's a pattern. Did you hear that part? Kimmy had to fire hers too because of a rumor about somebody cheating. So this was the pattern that they were following. And Stormi called her makeup artist and said, "Girl, you about to get fired." So somebody thought she was going to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tell somebody to fire somebody to tell them to fire somebody. That was what was going to happen. I know you don't like Keke that much, but give the girl some credit.
This is not about me not liking her. It still don't make any sense. All of these moving pieces, all of these people aren't on camera. None of these people are on camera.
No, Keke and Marcel.
You must not know how reality
matter.
They went to production.
On camera,
it's going to get on camera.
Oh God.
And so had the people that are a part of this, i.e. The Scotts and that Tisha, not took her cousin's personal information and spread it around the state of Alabama, we wouldn't be having the conversation anyway. So I know that you want to say it's not their fault because Keke was the first to bring it up on camera, but we was hearing about this stuff before we even know who Keke was. We just knew it was a cousin that Marcel was going after.
Okay, I'm going to show you some comments. So Jordan said, basically, Tisha can do whatever she wants to Keke, like tell Mel and Martell about her drug addiction, but Keke can't tell nothing. Keke must take it and hug. Stop the double standards. Okay, so Denise said, how can Stormi tell you what was said between Keke and Tisha when she wasn't there? Because her makeup artist told her what happened.
And the makeup artist is doing
the makeup artist too. Brianna is too. Well, production for some reason wanted it on the show. So it got on the show. Now it's on the show. You have to deal with it. You cannot run away from it. You just can't. You cannot run away from this. And that's what she's doing. And I don't know.
I mean, if y'all done spent 3 seasons, I'm still trying to get on. We have spent at least 3 seasons trying to prove that Marcel is a cheater. And ain't a side chick came forward. We don't have no pictures, no video, unless you think the back of a wrinkled head is one.
But that should be what she says.
This is too much. Like, this is what she
should say. You don't run away. You can say, look, unless you show me proof, then shut the F up. But you don't say, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this, and just leave. You have to talk about. You're on a show. This is what you're getting paid to do.
Now that we've seen this, real talk, how much you bet that conversation that Keke had with Melanie was a callback?
Yeah, absolutely. Once production found out about what happened, they made it a storyline. And you have to understand that's their job. And so you have to do your job. I wouldn't go on a reality TV show. I ain't even got no skeletons. My life is very, very boring. So y'all would probably say, kick me off. I'll be Robin and Cynthia. But seriously, you have to do it.
And for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, that conversation where Keke and Melanie was sitting down talking, they filmed that way after the season had ended. That was a callback. They wanted to explain those rumors, which also tells me nobody really goes through them.
And another thing that they probably explained why she got baptized. Like, why in the heck did you slap this
Wait a
cup at
minute.
her? Because it kind of filled in the blank. Because everybody was sitting there like, what?
Yep.
What? Who
Yeah,
said
it
that?
does.
Yeah. I hate that. I mean, I hate all this is going on. I hate when families do go through this. And that's kind of why, even with New Jersey, it kind of bores me. Because it's just like, this stuff shouldn't even be happening. But
well, this season, did you see that clip where they asked Melissa at BravoCon about this season, and she basically said, no, this season we just let it go. We know this time we have to quit trying.
yeah,
People was roasting her. Mm-hmm. People were roasting her, saying, "Girl, that's because Teresa ain't talking."
I wouldn't talk to neither one of them. So, like, I agree, Marshall. Once it's on the show, it should be addressed, whatever she chooses. And she can, and I don't know if it's because she's tongue tied or what. We'll get to that in a second. So, do we believe the test or not the test? And I'm not saying anything negative because sometimes I forget my words too. that was not shade. I'm sorry, Tisha. I like you sometimes. So do we believe the test or no? No.
Why? I believe the test.
I believe the test. I don't think she's on no drugs, and it could be
Carlos
just me.
Believe the test since they have to take it. He's seen the same thing come back. When they schedule, well, maybe they don't schedule it. I mean, the tests are given on a scheduled date. Do you think, or is it kind of at will? Because
I think it's random.
So then that means she wouldn't really have time to clean her system or whatever people be doing.
How long does methadone, or another pill or something stay with you? See, I don't know
not
that.
a clue. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just going to say, why is Marcel behind you?
Oh, I have the whole thing. I'm gonna make myself big. I make Callie big. How do I make myself big? I don't know how to make myself big. Will it make me big? Mm-hmm. Oh well, we going back. I have the background. Okay, you can see it now. Yeah,
it's so funny.
But we're going back to Tisha Marco behind me. Let's see what else. Oh Lord, Jesus. Oh, what is Danita saying? No, we don't believe the test. Danita said, "No, honey. If you think someone's on methadone, won't test positive for methadone, that's absolutely insane."
Yeah, I agree.
So what about all the other tests?
Do you believe her other tests? That's why when we went live, I said she needs to go to the doctor. And I think you agree with me, Danita. Because no one will believe an over-the-counter test. Like I wouldn't even have took an over-the-counter test. So what do you mean? How is she reacting? Is it because she's angry, or is it because she's sweating?
She ain't sweating.
People don't really know Keke. And I think it is she seems pressed. She seems pressed.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is. She seems overly angry. She seems overly offended because I know people were like, yeah, maybe she shouldn't have told her that she had a drug problem, but she wasn't lying on her. I also think, I think people, it ain't like she was lying on her. It's kind of jacked up. But she wasn't lying, so that's the thing.
And she's been. And they say, once you lose trust with someone, when you're on drugs and you steal from them and you cheat and you lie, it's hard to get that trust back. And we don't even know her. You know what I mean? And so some people just don't trust her yet. And
but it's sad though that they even. It's sad that they even.
That's because the undercut is she messing over her own cousin. That's the undercut.
Her own cousin messed over her. Let's just be honest about that. Why do y'all expect her to be so silent about all this when her cousin is the one out there starting the mess. And then the minute it comes back on her cousin, the rumors or whatever is associated with it, suddenly, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
If
I'm
Marcel
just
and
about to
them,
go.
if
Oh my
Marcel and them
God,
was
where's
telling
my
her business
husband and the
across town,
NDA? I mean, please.
if Marcel and them was telling Kiki's business around town the way she claimed, I feel like somebody would have leaked what really happened with her. None of us really
The
knew.
hairdressers have leaked it. We don't know what real and what
I'm
isn't
not
real, but it
talking
has been
about.
leaked, Joy.
I'm talking about when Kiki said when Kiki initially went to Tisha, she was saying what you told Marcel. I mean, the Holt my business. She never said what it was. For a solid 6-7 months, we had no idea what it was. Kiki would tell us we would eventually find out. She gonna let it play out on the show. But be
Okay.
mindful, if they were telling their business around town, it would have leaked.
We talking about it now, right?
It would have. I'm talking about
It
these.
leaked.
It did not leak.
Why are we talking about it?
Because Kiki told.
So you don't think
Because
that
who
they? So
who
you think
started
that?
the conversation? Who started the conversation? It was her cousin Letitia and
No,
that
she
husband of hers.
did.
So she
That
did
didn't
too.
play
Joy,
out on
stop.
the
You
show.
just sat here and said
That didn't
Kiki
play out.
talked
I'm
about it,
talking
but
about what
didn't
played
say
out
what
on the
it
show.
was. Well, we all know what it is now, but the conversation got started from Letitia and that husband of hers.
No, it didn't.
Girl, you are just about as delusional.
How?
You are just as
It
delusional
didn't
as Tisha
happen.
is.
Allie, it didn't happen
cannot
on the
today.
show.
Oh, it didn't happen on the show. Did it happen?
Oh,
Did it happen, Joy?
I guess, girl, whatever.
Y'all are tripping me
You need
out.
to really
I'm
quit.
over here having a good old time. I
It
need some
didn't happen on the
medicine, honey.
show. Girl, please.
You talking about something that happened before the show even existed.
Did
They
it
didn't
make it
tell
to
their
the show?
business while they were filming.
And
That
I'm
was
not talking
before
about it
they even
alone,
filmed
Joy.
one
It's been the
episode of
topic
Love
of
and
the
Marriage
whole freaking
Huntsville.
past few
That has
seasons.
nothing to
So
do
did
with
it
it.
make it to the
Telling
show?
two
I'm gonna
Did
get
it
people
out
make it
in
to
a
the
minute.
show?
on national
Remember,
TV.
your loudness cannot stop me from being louder. You will never win.
Ooh, child, I'm gonna say this: they both wrong. I feel like it depends on who you like, who you side with. My
That's
opinion, they
true
both.
all time.
My opinion, they both were wrong. They both, the whole family loves to get
How
at
do you
each other.
stop
The
it? How
whole
do you fix
family, Wanda, Tisha, probably Kiki Mama, everybody. They all are in competition with each other. They all will tell each other's business, and nobody is clean. Nobody hands are clean in this whole situation. So depending on who you like is who you side with the most. But I say they both guilty. Now I'm down. So let's get to Keek Tiff. Okay, I can't remember. I think Mel brought this up, and then we're gonna get to Stormy. Kiki, right, said why? No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on medicine. Mel said that Kiki son is moving to a different school, and she knows this because of Tiffany. And Tiffany is like, how do they go to this school if they don't live in the district? So that's a Karen, right? Or no?
It is.
Is that a freaking Karen?
We've been saying that Kiki.
Child, that was the most Karen move.
Yeah.
She gonna call the district.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I mean,
So,
if she,
girl. So Kiki
that could
then
be
didn't know Kiki was
thousands of
moving.
dollars.
And so their son is going to a school that is not zoned. Do y'all have zones where you live? So you have to live in a certain area to go to a certain school.
Right.
And so the school that he's going to, he's not. Oh, I know you know where this, Callie. I don't even know why I asked you. The school that he's going to, he's not zoned for that school. And Tiffany is questioning around town. Child, that is such a Karen move. I was like, I cannot. I just can't believe that. Would you
Can
move
you
your
believe
kid?
she actually said she better than me?
Did she say what?
When they did that flashback of Tiffany, she all but said, I'm better than Kiki.
She did. What is wrong with her, y'all?
She tone deaf. I've been saying that. She's tone
She
deaf.
is strong in her beliefs. I mean, she just, it is extremely important to her to know what's going on with the people around her. So it comes off wrong sometimes, but I get what I get why she
You
says
think
and
that's
does it.
concern?
What?
That's very
You think
concerned.
that's
Baby, ain't no
concern?
care and concern for me ever. Okay, do not show no care. Do not show no concern. Do not. No.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's get
Oh,
to Marcel.
look at what Latoya. You know what? Tiffany
Oh,
probably called Tisha and Marcel about the gambling.
she's a Karen, y'all. I believe it. I believe she called. I believe
Yeah.
she called. Child, yes,
She
because
like bougie for no reason.
she telling on everybody. Okay. That's why, like, even if his son, and I think it's because he maybe was leaving the team that her kids play on, and he's like a better player, and so maybe that's why, like, she don't. I don't know, but either way, you do not do that kind of stuff. Seriously, I think parents can go to jail for that, right? In
Yes,
some
they
places,
can.
Oh, I know you could be fined.
yeah,
You can definitely go to jail for it too.
Oh, you can?
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I
yes,
think you can
yes,
go to jail for
absolutely.
that. That's crazy. I can't believe she did that. So let's go into this Marceau and Tish. They in, I guess, I don't know if it was a bedroom. It was a bed in the room, but it didn't look like a bedroom. But they was in the room,
Woo,
and I was like, what is going
Tish
on in
got
this
the
room?
patience of Job.
And so the
With
first
that
thing I'm
man.
thinking about, they talking about going on a trip. And this man says, I gotta be with y'all for 5 days. Like, seriously, you went to Africa for how many? 30 by yourself, and he cannot go for
It
5
was a
days.
wellness retreat. hmm
What y'all
He
think
was
about
going
it?
to free his mind.
I don't know.
You
Do
know
y'all
what I
think
don't like about Marcel?
Go ahead.
It just bothers me a little bit that Tisha is so quiet and kind of reserved, when it comes to what he says. Because as I was listening to them speak, in my opinion, he was bad mouthing her in a way when he said, you don't pay attention or you don't listen. What was he saying about
You
that?
don't hold anything accountable.
You
You
don't,
don't take
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he was in some way trying to put that whole Stormy conversation when Stormy walked away and was crying or whatever. It's almost as if he was saying that she didn't pay attention in some way, as if she caused that or something else that was
It
going
was.
on.
I
It
think
was
it's what
weird to
happened.
me.
What happened was, Callie, when
Hey,
she was
Demetrio.
talking about he was talking about he felt bad about what happened. And I think he even felt bad about what
Right.
he said to Keke. And she was like, why? Why do you feel bad about that? You shouldn't have. And he was like, well, you have to like show some grace and hold accountability on your part. And she was like, well, I do hold myself accountable.
See,
And he was like, no, you don't. And then she asked for an example. Now, why he used Mel as an example?
because he loves Mel.
What do you think about that? That made me a little mad because he know. Go ahead.
That whole conversation made me mad. I just felt like he was trying to, even though I just felt like he was trying to really throw her under the bus a little bit. When I just kept thinking everything she's doing or didn't do at that event, it was because of him. So for him to then come back and say, well, you're not paying attention or whatever, I just felt like he just tries to manipulate her in ways, and she doesn't know anything other than love. It's hard to explain.
Okay, well, see, go ahead.
What I thought was interesting.
Danita, everything that Marcel does not irritate me. I like Marcel. That don't make him right when he's wrong, though.
He was wrong as two left shoes on this one,
I mean,
honey.
really,
He was
yeah.
wrong.
One of the
Continue to
things,
join more calls. We'd love to have you. Marcel, he's one of my favorite people, but he's still wrong as hell.
one of the things that I did notice though, when they were sitting down, I thought we mentioned it on the show when they were sitting down at that meeting, having that meeting about the event. Marcel said one of the things, Tisha had her phone in her hand every time the camera hit her, except when she made that comment to me.
You ain't listening very well, Danita.
Like I remember thinking, so when he said pay attention, that's what I thought he was talking about. Because I didn't think that was one of the things that I noticed, that I felt like she wasn't paying attention when anybody was talking. Every time they hit her, she had a phone in her hand. Even when Mel was talking initially, she did. She put it down to say what she wanted to say to her. So
Right,
that's
because
what I thought.
she didn't care about
Yeah,
nobody else saying something to her
right.
but Mel.
She put it down,
Exactly.
and she said. But my point was when he was saying, "I need you to pay attention." That's what I thought he was talking about.
Well, that's fine because she did need to pay attention. But I'm talking about when she said, "Give me an example of when I'm not accountable," and he said,
Oh,
"Don't
I
ever
know what
ask
you're
me."
saying.
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
"Don't ever ask me because if I'm gonna tell you something, I'm gonna have an explanation." And he
Yeah.
said, well, when people were talking to you and they were telling you about how it was disorganized before, you were trying to act like it wasn't. And she was like, "That's not what I said." And he was saying, "Yes, it is what you said." And it was regarding Melody. And he knows that's her button. That's why I don't know why y'all sometimes ride for him so hard. Because to me, he
Yeah.
gaslights the heck out of his wife. And it
He does. Her
bothers
voice
me
gets so tiny
so
and soft.
much.
Like, what did I
How is
do?
that gaslighting her?
Oh my God.
Cause he knows she don't like Mel. He know that when she was fixing that plate, and she didn't even put no beans on her plate, cause she saw that Mel was talking to her husband. She didn't even fix her whole
She
damn
missed the
own
baked
plate.
beans.
She
They had
ran.
been just fresh
He
off the
he
grill.
said me at that lunch, that little
I don't
event.
remember that. People kept saying that. I
Girl, go
remember
watch.
saying that.
And then when they were sitting there, and he said, "Oh, I met Mel for coffee. Oh, I met Mel for this." And then I apologized to her. Her whole demeanor changed. He
I'm
knows that
like, which? Okay,
that's not
here's
his
a
favorite
question.
part.
Here's a question. Y'all don't remember? We've kind of heard. I
Danita,
don't
you ain't got nothing to rest but your mouth.
somebody
Please
on
stop
Beverly
tripping.
Hills or some other where people said that sort of things hurt their feelings. Y'all don't think that Tisha has seen the comparisons or have heard about the thing that's the thought that Marceau likes her. Like I would imagine
Yeah.
I
Has
had
he seen
heard.
them?
My point is, y'all her reactions are kind of normal under those circumstances.
And I agree. And that's why he shouldn't use her as an example.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason he should not. There was all kind of examples where she hadn't been held accountable before, I'm sure. But the fact that he used that example, she didn't like that. She don't. I feel like he uses his wife as an expense, her mood, her behavior, everything to make her look like she a little slow. I don't care when that's just me.
It's true. That's what he
He
does, and
does.
it's really unfortunate. And then just when it seems like she's starting to really, kind of grow up and speak up for herself, he'll say something to make her come all the way back down to a little 2-year-old. And it's almost sad to watch because what was
And I
it?
don't
What
think
was
he
it?
wants Mel. I don't think he wants her. I
Mm,
think that he plays off the fact that other people say it, and that's what I don't like. Like he know he can use something with her and Kimmy. She's probably not been accountable to even with him and her kids, but to use that one, and he does it on camera.
yeah.
I was like, and I wrote this. I said he just runs circles around this girl, and it's
Right,
awful,
Antoinette.
and I cannot watch it. It's hard.
It
I
is
don't
hard to
know.
watch. Yeah, because it seems like she had come so far. What was that? Just a few, maybe 3 episodes ago when I was saying I was really proud of Tisha, the way that she was standing up for herself at lunch with Stormi and Tiffany, and she got up and walked
Mm-hmm.
away. And I would say, oh, because she even got so confident, it's looking good. And y'all was like, well, she was wrong. And I was like, yeah, but she did so good. And then you have Marcel right there who can say something and bring her right back down to just being his little wife that he never wants to let out of his sight unless he doesn't want to live with her. I mean, I think it's sad. She was on a good little road, and he gonna do that to her. Okay.
I can't remember, but somebody said, I don't know. I'm not gonna repeat that. That was me. Okay.
No, you can repeat it.
It's bad. Not him said he doesn't say stuff that don't have an example for. I called him an a-hole. Oh, I was just
Oh,
mad at him. Um, I didn't like it. So they did a flashback, and I don't know why this is in here, of Mel saying that she was going to
infinitely.
dissolve the business. Is this when? Oh, hold on. Somebody says she runs away. She won't fight back. Yeah, that's what Callie was saying. She did good when they were talking about her husband. Yes. So that she talked something good
Oh,
about you, did?
excuse me. Did I do something good when it comes to Tisha? Danita, really?
No, I'm saying that Tisha did. She's saying Tish did good, not
Tisha
you.
did good, and I addressed
Yeah.
that a couple of episodes ago because she was doing so good. So for Marsau to just kind of sit there and be like, "Yeah, but you're not paying," her little voice just got so soft, and I think it breaks my heart that some people can get that mindless in
I
situations
don't
when they
know.
don't have to be.
I just want her, and maybe this isn't how the dynamics of their relationship is, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. But I really feel like the way that he does her, she needs to match it, and I think she's gonna do it with
Right.
"I might be pregnant" kind of thing. Which I'm sitting here like you talking about your marriage because he got a vasectomy. Are you saying you cheated? Like where are we going with this? But we shall see how it plays out. When are they gonna do that? I don't know.
Danita, what are you talking about now? Of course, you thought it was good because they were speaking negatively
That's
about
not
her
what
husband.
she said.
That is not what I said
I
at all.
don't
She
think
ain't even trying to listen.
no, she
Okay.
wasn't. That ain't what she said.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like people don't understand. Even when I talk, I be like, "That's not what I said." But I
At
do it to
all.
Joy and Cat. I do it to Joy and Callie too. So, anyway, you
Did
got
we get
anything else on this?
did y'all
No.
get to the scene where Keke and Stormi was talking?
I think that's where I'm going. No, I was going to the
Oh,
name change. Say no. We can go to that. Then we go to the name changing thing. So Stormi goes to check on Keke, and Keke asked her. I don't know where it came up,
wait a
but
minute.
go ahead.
Before y'all get into it, you didn't notice that what's her name? Stormy face was beat to the gods.
Oh yeah, what do you think she was doing?
And Keke, for some reason, had on a diamond necklace. I was like,
While she was cleaning.
Because Keke was
where's
like,
she
I'm
going?
Keke
She's
said,
like,
I
I'm
would
cleaning
normally
up.
be dressed like this,
I
but
went,
I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
like, is it prom?
no, I
mean, what's
did.
going
I
on?
did.
I
I
just
noticed
wanted
that.
to, but Stormy's face, baby, was big.
And her hair too. It was pretty.
She was. She,
I was
yeah.
like, where did they just come from? Because they looked real cute. But
I
okay, let me go to
thought
that.
she was really, she was really calm too when Keke said that Tiffany was talking about your products. Stormy was like, really? It didn't bother her one bit. I was shocked by that. I'm like, go ahead on, Stormy. Stormy
I
know
don't
good and
think
well.
I don't think she want to make her products, ingredients, a storyline. I certainly.
Oh,
wouldn't.
that's yeah, I get it. Yeah,
And plus, it
that could
came
be
from
very true.
Tiffany. Like
It
Tiffany.
came from Tiffany.
Something wrong with that girl. I don't understand. I don't know if it's postpartum, but she act like this before the baby, right?
No, this
sure.
happened.
So did she? But she was
Oh,
acting a little weird before, right? Or is this just
yeah.
because something wrong with her?
She's been a Karen. This ain't nothing
Girl,
new.
I cannot with her. So she called him Madame Marceau. Did y'all catch that? I didn't like that.
And said,
It what?
Wait a minute, they was acting out scenes and everything. I said, this is some I actually like the cut of this. This might be a part of its success. They cut this series in such a way that is imperfect in a authentic type of way. Maybe that's it. And that could be why I might like a little bit of Beverly Hills, because they cut that last episode like that. They keep showing you of the first episode like that, some kind of behind the scenes stuff that it seems like they normally would cut off. So, things flow in such a way. Because when even how they was acting out a scene and stuff, I was like, they really performed in this probably 45 minutes. I was like, I admired they work. I ain't gonna even lie.
You said they was putting on a play. You said they was putting on a play, honey.
Yes.
So
Her
if
product is
Tiffany
almost in
did say,
every store from hair store. Yeah, that's true.
so I wonder if Tiffany is she on like a cruise? I mean, I don't know. What is she on? She's talking about the Keke. She's talking about Stormy's product. I would take. Would you take want your products back? I wouldn't want her to use my crap. So what did it say? Oh, it kind of broke my heart when Keke said she wished she didn't love her cousin. I was like, y'all just need to work it out or don't talk at this point, because you said you don't talk to family members, right, Joy? So I mean,
we was in the same room about a week and
right.
about 2 weeks ago. Didn't say a word.
And then another thing that kind of what Keke said, we talked about this, was triggers. She was like, they know ignoring me and something triggers my anger. And I'm thinking, you got to work on that. Because we can't help your triggers, mama, even though they know your triggers.
To have that baptism for Tisha. That was her version of working on her.
Callie, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's something happening on your end.
What's it doing?
There we go. You sound so much better. What did you
back?
Do? Okay, I don't.
Because it sounds beautiful now. Anything else with Stormy and them? Let me see.
The fact that she ran down. I was tripping out how Keke ran down.
Okay.
You just stupid. If the Africa didn't teach it,
yeah, that's where I'm at.
The picture didn't teach it, the back of the head. I was like, dang, the family like that who need enemies.
But Tish gonna do it on her scene too. But just wait.
I don't care what Joy. Tish
they match each other.
This. I mean,
and then they showed that picture from Africa, but that's a different one than what I saw. Because he posted one.
What did Tisha do? Tisha did something, or is it?
Yeah, when they had the exercise thing. We're gonna talk about them in a minute. Do y'all really think Marceau went to Africa? Remember, at first we didn't think he did go.
Oh, yeah. I think he went. But remember, it was before cell phone service was there, so he couldn't call home.
Wait a minute. I just thought about something. What if they filmed this drug test later?
No, that was the day they were moving out. It was right after, because she said, I called and checked on Tish too. And now I'm checking, but I'm coming to check on you. It was fresh. You could tell.
If they don't mention that test amongst them, I'm going to doubt that.
How did we get back to the drugs? The test.
I just don't know. Because of something that you said.
What I say, Joy?
I can't even remember. But it jogged a memory in me.
But what if they just don't? What if production just don't show it?
Right.
I'm just. Why are you looking like that, Joy? Because you know production be not showing stuff.
They crazy if they didn't. That should be a topic.
I agree.
Shouldn't. Somebody at some point should say, she took a test and it was negative.
I don't know if they knew.
I tend to think that was taken later, because it would kind of make sense of Marceau trying to do the lie detector test.
Well, he did that after it showed.
Okay, no. We had already seen the clip. Remember the drug test? We had already seen the clip.
No, we didn't know if she passed or not. We knew she was going to take it.
No, but the clip. Yes, we did. They showed the clip of it.
Joy, that was a sneak peek. And I sent it to y'all.
Talking about. And it was
that's when he took the lie detector test after the sneak peek came out. He took it like right after. He went live.
That's my point. That's my point.
But they wait, Joy. He can't do it before.
I guess what I'm saying is, why would he do that on the show? I don't know if he may have heard about it, but I'm wondering when she took that test. I still think
they're gonna talk about that.
It seems like he would have.
You know they're gonna talk
at the reunion, but
right,
it should be a part of the show. I'm arguing whether or not she took it in real time. That's all that I'm saying.
Joy,
the school year done started. Okay, her kid is probably in this school. When do you think she took when are you trying to say? I'm trying to figure your timeline out because school has started.
Did she mention it to Stormy? And I don't remember.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm.
They
No.
didn't show it.
Okay.
Joy, he knew about the test. He waited till the sneak peek happened because they can't do a lot of stuff beforehand. And he took the test right after the sneak peek show. He took it right after with his whatever he did.
Joy.
Go ahead, Joy. I mean, whatever.
Did you see? Did you see that comment? Where did it go? Here, this one right here. If she would have failed, Joy would have believed it.
Oh, absolutely.
Joy
A lot of
would
people
have
would
been
have. That's what they want. They want this girl to fail. I don't know why.
No, I don't think. Well, personally, you want me to get you like for real, for real. Personally, I think she knew when she went to that storage unit that she was gonna have to take a drug test. I do think she a good ass.
So what did that give her? Are you saying that that gave her time to clean up or something?
I know. I think that's probably her husband urine.
Okay. Wow. I'm so happy you ain't on my corner because
it could be her husband. She came, that pee was already ready.
It's got to be a certain temperature, no? They had in the microwave?
Joy.
I wish she would have failed so we wouldn't have to be talking about this. And that's sad. That this girl got to fail for y'all to believe her. That is so sad.
Joy is sticking to it.
If the test that she takes every week, she prepares for those two then, right?
I guess.
So you don't believe that she's clean at all?
I don't know what I'm trying to explain her erratic behavior.
But everybody on this show has been erratic before, Joy.
No, she like the Fletchers. Her and the Fletchers at this point, they'll say anything to be in an episode.
Right. So that doesn't mean that she has to be on drugs. Are the Fletchers on drugs?
Who?
Because they're erratic. Marcel has been erratic several damn times.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't never said he was on Miss Wanda.
I think
Wanda is probably the most erratic person.
I think his erratic is his part of his personality. That's the difference. No. I mean, it might be. It could be. The problem is we really don't know Keke.
So that's just too much. She passed. Who are we to question it?
Thank you.
I think it was a little Joy don't like Keke. I just want y'all to know that. She don't like that girl.
I don't like how she doing her cousin.
I don't like how her cousin is doing her.
Her cousin does her. It's like you only see one side.
Let's just skip over that part.
But she only sees one side.
I see what Tisha does as retaliation. Like I'm responding to something you're starting. I would agree with you. I think she's starting.
Wow.
She's
revolutionary.
She's responding.
I guess Disney should do a whole chair. Nobody said she was on
so you said Tisha is retaliating against Marcel telling her cousin's business? No, we know that's not what you mean. But isn't that what happened though? So what is she retaliating from? Because her husband told the business.
What?
Yeah.
So maybe Keke's retaliating from them telling Mel about her business. Could that be an issue? Could that be it?
Both ways.
I'm sure it is. To be Mel's issue with her is crystal clear. I don't never question that. I'm full on that the first season specifically. I mean, I even argued on this show that I think that what Tisha wants her cousin to do, Mel wanted her to do. Like wanted Tisha to do. Like real talk, she wanted her to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, but I do think there is a difference. The unfortunate part is all of the things that Tisha which it wasn't her business and she should have shut up was the truth. She got it from Mel. She didn't get it from the streets. There were no rumors. There was no makeup artist that we don't see. Like for real, it was straight from the Holts. Some people would argue that could be worse. The stuff that their Keke and them is bringing, that's stuff from the streets. Like maybe it's 100% correct, but you got people out there that are recanting stories. We ain't seen no side chicks. The women involved say it's a lie. Like we're talking about gossip and rumors at this point. Like
but that's what reality TV show is about.
But it has no legs. Usually we're talking about infidelities, and
unless
we
it's
got
on
legs.
Potomac, I guess. It happens on, unfortunately, Potomac too. It happens, and some
it's
of the
what
stuff
happens
does
in
have
reality
legs.
TV.
Yeah.
It's happening to Candace and Chris right now. I mean, it happens. And you believe that.
But
and
there's but wait a minute. This is women. That's a perfect example. Candace and Chris, some people are saying it's 100% bull crap. Some people saying it's 100% real. The difference between the Candace and Chris is that there's actually a person out there saying this.
And that was actually the person that said this, Joyce, on video camera. He recanted, but he said it on tape.
But he wasn't the person. He's telling you what somebody else. It was his girlfriend. But it's still what somebody else is saying. It's where's the woman? That's what I'm saying. If
she Marcel is would you admit to sleep with Marcel? What? I just asked that question.
What? Tickle my soul.
She's serious. You would not. You would say no.
Wait a minute. That's what makes these rumors so ridiculous. They want us to believe it's two women out there that wanted him at the same time.
I don't believe
who are these women?
I don't believe it.
I didn't get to Alabama. It's some fine men there.
That was shady, Marcel. I like you. That was very shady.
Poor Marcel.
All right, let's get to where were we at? Yeah, we can go. I could go on the tangent in a second.
So that means Tisha lied when she said she heard the street said Martell was cheating on season 1, and that yes. Okay, next.
I don't know nothing about that. I didn't really know the backstory.
Were talking. They really were talking.
Well, the side chick was talking.
Yeah, I mean the streets that actually was a thing. Like even if you listen to Ariane, she flat out says that she didn't know he was married for 6 months. They weren't hiding somewhere. He was in Huntsville.
Can you believe that she didn't know?
I don't know. I don't. Probably not, but I mean, no marriage leads with I'm married.
I would say not, but I don't know. Depends because she seemed like she wouldn't have cared. I don't think she would have cared.
She found out. Look, she found out.
She didn't care.
She wouldn't have cared. Okay, so let me see if I have any more for that situation. What was we talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, we were talking about we're still talking about rumors. That has been my thing, is that there's still no girl out there. I guess that the only way I'm gonna believe that Marcel is having an affair, some girl comes from out of the depths of wherever and says, it is I is me, I is his side chick.
She is not gonna claim that. Who gonna claim that? Tish don't even want to claim that. No.
I mean, you remember what somebody's theory was on Africa is that was when he officially broke up with the side chick. He took her away for a 30-day African retreat, the bamboos, and stayed in the huts and everything. Made their last little month of heated, passionate love, and then it's been over ever since. So he took back the non-disclosure agreements, made sure they all had the signature on there. He was out. Well, so there you have it, and that's been what 3 months.
Martell should have done that. Martell learned from Martell. Okay.
Martell is frolicking with his. Did we?
We'll talk about that at the end. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, girl, a hot mess. We've been posting it. But what about but Joy? But Tish does get at other people because when she went to eat with the Fletchers, what was the question she asked them?
Well, I will say this. We already knew she did. Oh, look. she tone deaf. She is kind of whatever. But listen, the Fletchers had already told us that he cheated. When we first met Nell, with the conversation that she had with, remember when Mel threw that glass? She told that she had
So why
her
would she ask the
husband,
question then if she knew?
because she wanted her to, she probably wanted to start a conversation, and she inappropriate. She
Right.
awkward and inappropriate.
But nobody can start one with her though, because she gonna walk
I
out.
didn't say that. They had
No,
already.
that's how she feels, not you. No, that's how she feels. She walks out. Okay, let's get to that with her walking out. So I don't understand. So they all supposed to be working out, and Tish
Wait a
come
minute.
and
Can I say something about how they look?
go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to say, first of all, Kimmy really looks good.
Yeah.
And Mel's whole face looks like one of her daughters. I
It's a-
can't
yes.
remember which one.
Well, when she hugs Kimmy, she looked like Sugar Mama. But when she wasn't hugging Kimmy, she looked like, is it Boss Baby? I don't know their names too much, but
she got strong
little.
jeans. When I was looking at her, I was thinking how strong her jeans were.
Yes, yeah.
Like, which, and she needs to find a natural approach to makeup because it makes her look so much older.
Yeah, because her makeup, she looked real young, didn't she?
She did. She looked like, it was so funny. I said, man, she actually is pretty without makeup.
She looked like
with
she
no
was like
lashes. She's a cute girl.
She did look young. I was like, that's really good, girl. But so Tisha came and she didn't speak. She had a little attitude. Well, she spoke, but you could tell she was cold. And then Kimmy came and she was like, "Ooh, what's wrong with you?" Because you could tell she was cold. So they get in there to work out. And Kimmy talks about her breathing, and that was sad. Did y'all hear what she said?
What do you think she was talking about?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, because what she said, doctor said it's not going to get better.
Yeah, so
what was that? What I missed?
She said, Mel said, now whoever the little lady is, the instructor, we have to go easy on her because she's having some issues with her breathing. But we're saying, but it's because she just got through with radiation and chemo. And she said when she went to the doctor, her doctor said that it's going to always be like that. That it's not going to change. She has a breathing machine that she works with, but it's always going to be like that. And that's sad. She can't be having certs all the time, Marguerite. She can't breathe.
And if he, I mean, they just might have to adjust some of their positions.
I was just going to say there's some stuff that the good stuff you ain't even got to move.
But who is that fun? I need to move.
For both parties. For both parties.
Like we just gonna lay down. They ain't even hunching, Joy. They're just laying there.
Yes. I've seen the most unattractive men cheat. It always someone out there for them to cheat with. Yeah, I mean I agree, Marsha.
We're not saying that. We're just saying they wouldn't claim it. Like if you messing with a dude that ain't cute, and your family say, "Hey, you ain't gonna bring around your family, right? Unless he got a whole bunch of money, because they're gonna be like, oh, this is why you with him." Like Gordon and Mia, which I like Gordon, but that's what happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Simon before Portia fixed up his face and his teeth.
And put him in the gym. He done lost weight and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually is handsome.
And filters
it was crazy. I never thought he was attractive.
Like you can fix him up, but ain't no fixing Marshall.
Good. He looked really good. Girl, can you imagine if he showed up somewhere with Giselle?
You talking about Chris? Or
yes.
Yeah. Oh God, he looks.
Girl, they would bust a blood vessel. Monique,
he would die. So let's go back to where they're working out. Did y'all notice that the lady only gave Mel and Kimmy a shirt? What happened? Did y'all not notice that?
No. How did you even notice that? I didn't notice that. I mean, I did know that she had on her blue and the others had on pink, but I didn't pay attention that the instructor gave those shirts out. Maybe she
gave them out. And she didn't give Tish a shirt. I felt very bad for Tish. I see why she had to.
I wonder why she went. I mean, because before they even had a conversation, I mean, she got out the car looking upset, and I understand why, because we all just saw her baptism that she had hoped wouldn't happen in such a public way. But I wonder why she went. because she didn't want to be there.
That was clear.
Yeah,
crystal.
from the
That
jump
was
up.
crystal clear.
Yeah.
That like you could tell even when she said hi and turned around, she did not want to be, which makes me think that they're trying to avoid this entire conversation about this affair.
Mm-hmm.
But do you
And
think
that they're not getting an online reaction outside of in confessionals.
but do you think that when you're on a show, and I know it's hard because I don't think I want to talk about it, but you have to eventually at least say, look, stay out of my marriage. I love my husband. If he cheat on me, I'm accepting it. If he don't, I don't think he is. But if he is, let that be on my problem. You quit trying to come to me with this. It's me. Like, leave me the hell alone. Like, say that to him. But to walk off, to me, feel like they're trying to hide something. That's what some people will feel like.
I didn't get that she was trying
I
to hide something. I just get that
avoid.
she was, yeah, she's like, I just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think
just
she's
don't.
avoiding. I don't.
Yeah.
My guess would be
I don't
Okay,
think
my
she's
guess
hiding.
they probably invited her after the fact because everything had already happened. Yeah.
I still could have gave that lady a shirt. Okay, Mel should have gave her shirt. Can she fit Mel's shirt? She could fit Mel's shirt. Let's see.
I don't know.
So they were sitting there and they were talking. Tisha said that Keke is a person with nothing to lose and still doing drugs. So that's why I'm saying they both talked about each other, Joy. Did you not hear that part?
And then she says, I know, because she's asking relatives for money. And I'm like, okay. She needed to say all that?
Girl,
No.
Keke
I'm talking about Tisha.
Of insurance fraud.
That was afterwards, Joy. That was afterwards.
It's still crazy.
But you be talking about real time, so let's stay in this real time of it all. Okay.
Like Keke is dangerous.
They all are dangerous.
They all are. Are you serious? How do you overlook the Tisha and Marcel side of everything?
She don't see it.
Mm-mm.
But she didn't see stuff with
because it didn't happen on the show. You're talking about telling two people.
Okay, you need to really quit
to bring this crap on national.
Because it's not on the show, it's allowable. It's acceptable.
No, ain't nobody saying it's allowable. It means you got boundaries.
She still has feelings, though. So people have to put her feelings aside because it's not on the show. So I can't express my feelings to you because this happened off the show. So if you beat me up and we got to film the next day, it wasn't on the show, so I can't address it. Is that what
you can't address it? You just sit there and act like you don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. And when and another thing is when that Home Depot thing came up, her thing was, oh, I hope she ain't on drugs no more. I hope she ain't doing this and this. She was talking about that was on the show.
And that's her normal ammo. Joy, what's your comeback to that one?
I mean, that was my exact reaction.
All right,
everybody else's. And everybody else's.
Well, that's what people's exact reactions are to Marceau. He treats her like crap. He goes to Africa for 30 days. He don't want to go on a vacation with his wife and children for 5 days. He want to fix the house up, but he want her to live in a different house while he fixed the house up. People got questions, Joy. We got questions. Why you don't want to be with your wife?
That'd be my first question. Mm-hmm.
What's your question?
I don't think I don't know if he want to be with her or not. I ain't in his psyche.
He hugged Stormi and didn't even hug his wife when she was crying. I ain't gonna talk about them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to the name change thing. Then we're gonna go to Martell, and then we done.
So y'all think this is Marceau? You think?
Go ahead.
Marceau that we see off. I mean, we don't know this for a fact, but you think he's the same on camera as he is off?
I don't.
He don't have to keep up, a front off camera as much as he does on camera.
Yeah.
So I imagine the conversations are different. He doesn't have to explain why the family's at the apartment with the white fridge and he's over here at the house redecorating. I mean, so the conversations are going to be different. Mm-hmm.
And they may not even address certain things off camera. Right. Or he treats her better, which I'm hoping he treats her better off camera. I really do. Because ain't no way I stay with him if he treated, because he treat her like crap sometimes. Let's get to the nail. I want to get to Nail and Marcel. I know we skipping the name changing thing. She getting a name change. It's gonna be a ceremony. We gonna see about it. Next week. So Nail and Martell. So Joy, and a lot of people noticed this, that when he got there, Nail sat on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't let him in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, don't let him in the house, because then there'll be a rumor going around that Martell cheated with you. So I thought that was a smart little look.
That's a lady. That's a
Yeah.
lady. Because I said, even if that's your husband's friend, you don't open that door for unless your husband said, I got something at the door for Chris and he can roll it out the door. That's as far as you should ever get in a man's house. And he not there.
I agree. I feel like that was a good move on her. I wonder if they neighbors heard all this yelling, because I don't know what kind of neighborhood they live in, but they was loud.
She had a nice house.
Very nice.
Wasn't it pretty?
House.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's a pretty house.
But
Martell could go live with
they
them.
probably paid them but $350,000 for the house. If they bought it like before, I would even say 2020. They probably didn't pay nothing. It was so many houses popping up in Huntsville, so many neighborhoods. It's just rows and rows and neighborhoods after neighborhoods. It's crazy. Them houses used to be a look of nothing. You could literally buy a 4-bedroom house with 2.5 baths for about $250,000. And sincerely, I'm talking close to 2,600 square feet.
Yeah.
Prior to 2020.
Well, now they probably could sell their house for some money, but where they gonna live if they move? Because they might have to get a little smaller house.
In good schools, Huntsville, the metropolitan area around Huntsville, which is like Madison, that's where they live. Harvest, they not really living in Huntsville.
I don't think they live in Huntsville.
Yeah, they're not really living in Huntsville. They have really good school districts down there.
They have a beautiful
school district.
I said, y'all better do it. But he's a real estate person, so you would expect them to have a nice house. Right. So Martell's, so I don't know how they even got on the name changing ceremony, but Nell said, I'm going. And he said, I don't think any of my friends should go. No, she said, she said, how do you feel about the name changing ceremony? And he said, it's finally feeling real now. I don't understand. What do you think that means?
Joy, you're the only one that can understand it. What's going on? What was he saying?
What did your brother say?
I do believe, like, for real, that I've always said this. I believe that male twin flame. They may or may not make it in this lifetime, but I do believe that they're twin flames. And for Martell, there's a part of him that's like, she's always gonna be my lady. And his last connection to her outside of their physical children was the fact that she held his name. And her removing that from him psychologically is just like, she's really not mine no more.
Well, listen, they've been divorced for 2 years now. Is anybody surprised that he's even tripping like that?
I was a little shocked.
And then to open his mouth and actually say it, that it's a slap in his face that she doesn't want to use his name. And I'm thinking he doesn't, no one needs to rehash what he has done to slap Melody in the face over these years. So it's like, is he not thinking at all, or is it just?
I don't think that it's about him thinking. I just think he's telling you in real time that singular incident was like a slap in his face. It doesn't mean that he's wishing he could go back or anything. It's just saying, oh, you really don't want to be connected to me. And it's a punch in the face. It's just
he was saying that a slap in the face was them attending the name changing ceremony because it feels like they're complicit.
Oh, I got you.
That was what was a slap in the face.
Oh, okay. Was it?
And I'm sitting here, but I'm like, But was it a slap in Melody's face when they was helping you cheat on
Thank
her?
you. I
Because
mean, so there's been some lots of slaps
right?
in the face.
They all knew about it. And they aided and abetted his cheating. Like, wasn't he giving her money allegedly
through Marsau.
through Marceau?
That's what
They
they
had
said.
something
That's what
going
she
on.
said. If we believe coleslaw,
Right.
that's what she said.
But I mean, I guess it's real. But that was a little weird for me. He also said that Melody cheated on him too.
He gonna take that to his grave, ain't he? He just will not let that
he
die.
also said that y'all are hard on the man. What do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think about this.
I mean,
Well,
we are.
Well,
We are.
Joy.
We are. I mean, like for real,
You're
we
hard
are.
on the man.
We can always see ourselves in women more than we ever will in men. I'm the only one that seems to be the man
dog?
whisperer. Look, you hear me? I'm the one that tend to be the man whisperer.
Yeah, you do.
You know, most women do look at male and female situations from a female point of view. So even when you all talk about what Marceau is doing, you all are coming from what you think Tisha should be doing, not how Marceau should correct his behavior. It's what we feel like how Tisha should respond.
Well, I think the reason I feel that way is because some people will do to you what you allow. And if Tisha says, baby, I don't want you to do this to me anymore, as her husband, he should do it. You know what I mean? It's like a conversation. Now, if he's allowing it to happen, he probably thinks this is okay. And so now once she sets the boundary of I don't want you to do this to me and he continues, then it's on him. But we've never seen her do that. And it could be not because it's been shown on camera. But and he's, he just needs to do better.
I think that I mean I don't know even if Tisha's conscious of some of the things that he says because Marceau does seem to talk. He's a guy. He likes to play verbal gymnastics.
Yeah,
and you're thinking he's saying one thing and he meaning something else. I hear him all the time. Like when sometimes you all be talking, I say I don't think that's what he meant. Remember, I would say I think he was saying such. Yeah, I don't think she gets it.
Yeah, he talks in circles.
Yeah, I don't think
he would have been a great lawyer. I'm telling you,
you can't be offended. My point is, you can't be offended by what you're not seeing. Even when people say your husband gaslights you, she probably thinking of a lighter and some gas or something. I
agree. Like that's why I said
I don't think Tisha has that kind of spirit, y'all. That y'all may say that she airy or she dingy, whatever. I'm just saying I don't think that's her spirit. There are some people that just don't think in those kind of I like to use the word innocent. It's like instead of dingy. Right. I like to say innocent. Like some people don't have that kind of spirit, but they usually are the sweetest people. Like that are kind of airy, like because they don't think in wicked terms. They don't go to the worst thought in their head.
Yes, Callie, did you do that or did I?
I don't know.
Okay, somebody did. Okay. All right, let's see. So do you think it's wrong? Oh, another thing he said, it was impossible for her to do anything with the last name Rogers. Anything great with the last name Rogers. And my thought was, well, you married her right after she graduated from school.
Thank you. Oh my God.
So,
I'm so glad.
I mean, I know she's won like pageants and she's done like plays and little stuff like that when she was growing up. But she became a Holt very fast as an adult. So
so she lived her whole life. She ran their whole business side of the earth. I mean, clearly Holt was a good thing when they were married. They are no longer married. It's been a couple of years and she's back to Rogers and will continue to be successful. That's what I think.
I just feel
And
like
he,
that was a bold damn statement, man.
it really, really, really was. It's like Martell. But listen, hey, we saw him and what's the little girl's name? We saw them try to do the home tour, like, you know, like they was pushing the show to Carlos themselves, the way that Martell and Melody did back in the day. Nell has shown Tisha that a wife can confront a cheater and make him stop.
I don't even. Well, I don't think you can make anybody kind of stop. I will say that, but you can let them know if you do this again, I'm leaving. So I'm not. I don't even know if Marceau is a cheater. I'm just talking about. We were just talking about the way he talks to her sometimes. If she just lets him know, I don't like it. But then Joy and she may not recognize it. So, but I don't know how she couldn't after watching it back. Like, you may not recognize it in the moment, and she may not watch the show back. When you watch it back, you gotta pick up some type of cues. Like, did this Negro just say this to me? And I can say Negro, Margaret cannot. Let's see. Margaret cannot.
That should have been the tea.
I know, we're thinking of it all.
I know.
Oh, then he said, here's another thing. Girl, it was so many clips. Martell had me last night. I ain't cheated in 3 to 4 years.
Right. Martell is a fool.
Boy.
Like, but he was serious too. Like, he was great. He wanted his gold star. Where was his
girl?
penny?
He said that with his chest.
Girl, he was puffed out. You hear me? I ain't cheated in 3, 4 years.
Oh God, he was proud. Okay,
But I like how Nell did come back, because everybody in America said, because you ain't been married, and Nell said, well, you ain't been married. We was like, somebody was saying,
he was serious too, boy.
Girl,
he done done something good.
I said, man, my notes was, because you're divorced, you just effing now, so you can F who you want. Anything.
Girl,
Okay,
I was tickled pink.
And another thing that got me, because he said that Mel cheated with multiple people, and she could have. I don't know. And he had proof. So I want to see the proof if it happened. Do y'all want to see the proof or no? Is it just
I
me?
do not.
Is that the same proof? Is this the same proof he had recorded when he recorded the whole fellatio thing? I mean,
she told us the truth,
right? But see, they were separated, but she still cheated because they were married. So I guess
no, she didn't cheat.
That's what I was gonna say. It depends on how you look at it, because
she moved out of his house, went and got an apartment with her and her kids. They were living 2 separate lives. He, on the other hand, when he decided to cheat, he did it under the same roof during COVID when the rest of the world was locked down. He running down there to the buffet, okay, scritching and scratching and playing.
To toss some salad at the buffet, right?
Yeah, he down there tossing salad and repeatedly. So, you know, he cheated. She didn't cheat.
I don't know. I feel like maybe she did, but they weren't together. Can you cheat? I don't know.
No, you cannot. When you're not together, you're not together. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people think that, yeah, they're married, so she cheated.
Okay, so I won't be pity petty. I really want to see it. If it did happen, I feel like he would have showed it. Do y'all not feel like if he had proof, he would have, of multiple, he would have showed it? Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, I do, and maybe he has. He just hasn't shown it to certain people. I bet you Areola has seen him.
Girl, areola is a part of a woman's breast.
That's what we call her sometimes. Okay, last thing, then we're gonna get to them falutin and falantin and ponderosering around town.
Okay.
So if he thinks that she cheated, I have a question. Do you think if Mel cheated on him multiple times, his little heart could take it? Like,
no.
Seriously.
No.
Do you think he would still be wearing his wedding ring in Houston? If
no, 8 years later, no.
But we shall see.
Martell know good and well that he could not. Martell thinks he is the earth, the moon, and the stars because he is so fine.
Yeah,
He would not deal with somebody cheating with him. He know good and well Melody didn't cheat. I just
So
don't believe it.
living separately is not cheating to me unless you establish you're still trying to work on it.
Thank you. I agree with that 100%.
Well, I mean, Dolores and her man, he's still married, right?
It's very weird.
That's weird to me. Yeah. And so
Yeah,
I guess it's okay. I don't know. All right, so let's get to the fluting and philandering of the towns. So Ariana Coleslaw has a TikTok. If you all want to follow her, I think it's her name. And she's posted a video, and we kind of cut it up because it was very long. So
Can we play that on here?
Oh, I know it's very long. I have to download it and stuff.
We couldn't just pull up TikTok?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we could. I can try.
You can save a TikTok. You want me to?
Yeah, let me see if I can do it on my. I know I can do it on my phone. I do it on my computer. Can you do it, Callie? So the first part
How do I do it?
is where because I think you're an admin on here. The first part is when they go shopping for the kids, and she starts talking. This is gonna be for the baby girl. And she names the little children and gets them all clothes. I think it was at H&M. And then she shows how much it was. It was like $1,700. And then they go to a property that one of their investment properties. So they have multiple. And she does like a voiceover of this is the garage and this is the this. And every time she like shows him, I'm gonna show y'all Mr. Holt. I know he's tired of me showing y'all Mr. Holt. And then she rubs on his little thigh. He don't never interact really that much. But they're together, like together, in my opinion. What y'all think?
I absolutely think that they go together. And the fact that the fact that he just got evicted should have nothing to do with the fact that he's with her now. I'm assuming.
She said that was his house.
Cleared that up. She said that where they.
Yeah, she said that, but not that we could ever expect her to lie or something. I mean, because after all,
she said that was his house and he pays the bills at her house.
Yeah, she's very confident.
I think they go together. I ain't mad about it.
I think she was like, but you know what I like about it though? I mean, whatever, love or hate or whatever, it is what it is. But that girl loves her some Martell Holt. She puts the smile on her face. She says, I gotta hang up and cook for my man. I gotta touch my man before I get out. And I gotta show y'all a picture of my man.
This on TikTok. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen it.
No way, Joy.
I swear to God. I was sitting up here trying to figure out where y'all was going with this and why I don't know what y'all talking about.
You haven't seen it?
No. Oh my God. It's the long video. It's like 9 minutes. And it's like snippets. They go into Target. They go into H&M. Then they go to the little investment property. She does like a voiceover, like it's going to be the high ceilings. You ain't Joy. You better
I gotta touch my man. And I was just like,
touches his thigh. He have on gray jogging pants, and I was not impressed because gray jogging pants, I'm normally impressed. I ain't seen nothing, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joy.
Y'all remember
he
guy
did have on gray
joggers that Martell was different with her?
Yeah, he was quiet.
Yeah,
but they said he was more aggressive, but he was not. He was not aggressive with her. Mm-mm.
No, he's like a kid in a way.
Yeah, he like
up all of her attention.
Like he puts her on his arm and like gives her a noogie. Like they act like brother and sister more than lovers to me.
I mean, it's just like weird. I'm like, okay, this little girl is glowing.
I didn't see that. I haven't seen those videos, but when I was watching them in that Halloween video, he's very touchy. I said he used to do charade. That's how I knew it wasn't real.
We knew
he was very touchy with Ariane, very comfortable. At some point, I'm almost positive he either leaned down to kiss her shoulder or he was about to. Or because I think he put his hands underneath his hand or something. I thought he was about to kiss her shoulder. And I said, oh, he loves her. All their interact. I remember thinking, oh,
he loves her.
Yeah, I mean,
And he may be trying to train her to be a Melanie.
How can he train her to be a Melody? In
Got
what
her
way?
doing
I mean,
real
clearly they're
estate.
trying to. Yeah, no. But it's not like.
Got her doing real estate. If Ariane is
But if he's
cooperative,
doing it, we want them to be successful, right? So she
I mean,
trying to get her to be Melody is not going to work for her. They need to find their own
let me
niche and
clarify
do their
that. I
own
don't
thing.
mean Melanie. I mean somebody that will. I'm not talking about literally Melanie. Let me keep it above. I mean somebody who could possibly get the licenses to have his back to be the front, the business thing. He could be looking for somebody, a personality type like that. I mean, I kept saying he needs a Melanie. He needs, and that's what I meant. He needs somebody that can help structure his life.
And you think it could be her?
JJ. He loves coleslaw, but it's not in the episode. It's in their personal
No, it's
video.
on TikTok. You have to follow us on TikTok to see it. But I'll put the link. Let me see.
Right, Irish. I mean, she can. So, Joy, I get what you're saying. You don't really mean Melody, but
I don't literally mean Melody. Yeah, he needs to. Melanie had the Melanie she's a great speaker, regardless if you think her voice is irritating or not. Yeah. She's a good speaker. She was a person that
think her voice is irritating?
Martell may have had an idea, but she had the know-it-all to get the permits and the licenses. She was the business person. She was the brains. He was the brawn, and she was the brain.
So based on what we do know about Areola,
I have no idea. I don't know this girl. I have no idea. She seems too emotional to me, but Melanie is emotional too. Closer is very, very emotional. And her kind of emotional. She even responds immaturely on some of her things.
If y'all want us to show it, it's about 4 minutes. I have to download it, so it may be a minute.
Yeah, but, I'm glad because I don't even see how to do that, but it would be good.
I just forwarded it to myself so it could be down lower, so I could get it faster. So we will show it if you. Hold on, it's making noise. Let me turn it down. Hold on. It's almost done. My feet moving fast. Thank God for Jesus. All right. Okay.
Yeah, she's happy though. I mean, she just.
Let me see if it'll download it. If not, I may have to share my screen. Let's see.
So you are on a different kind of login. I don't even see options to share a screen.
Videos. I'm learning, y'all. But he likes her. Another thing I will say, if this man, say you with a man, and you're going through a divorce, and he decides to talk about your kids, would you be upset with his woman? Would you be upset with him showing them? Silent. I'm sorry.
They didn't show him. They didn't show the kids, did they?
I mean, just talking about them.
Well, if I'm the one with the little side salad or whatever, I would feel some kind of way, because I will say at the little pumpkin festivities, it was weird hearing her say their names in the weirdest way.
I don't have that video. I can load that one too. So what happened in that video was they made gingerbread houses, and we got to go find them. Somebody can find it and push it down.
She made one with Melania.
And she made one with Sugar Mom.
We worked together on these.
She made one. She made a like. And
it was other people that said the same thing. They were saying things like
that she was disrespectful.
That it was disrespectful. They felt like she shouldn't have been able to call their name. And I think it comes from a place of keep their name out your mouth. Yeah. And it also comes from the parents can't say their names. So you shouldn't be able to either.
Well, I didn't think about that one, but yes, I mean, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. But I don't
How do I share
know.
the screen? Help me. I can't
And
Yeah,
for those
yeah.
that didn't know, in a recent court case, they can't put the Holt children on TV and
Right.
or social media. So it really comes from that. Like they can't. So the only way that any social media has been sent out with the children have been Melanie's mother,
Yes.
because she does still post the children, but Martell or her can't. That's why it's so awkward and we haven't been seeing them lead scenes, because
Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
normally see their day-to-day lives, but because they can't show their children, that's why if you all are wondering what the heck is going on, it seems off. That's one of the
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
All right. So can y'all see my screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm about to do it. All right, make it big.
And we were in here for about maybe about an hour shopping for all six. I thought those jackets were so cute for the girls. We also were trying to make sure we didn't leave anything out, forget anything. Here I spotted a cute little jacket. I'm like, you know what, Ariane? Let's go see what this is talking about. I liked all three
Oh
colors.
wow.
We ended up getting the black one from Mariah. Super,
Mhm.
super cute. And I kind
No,
of
she
wanted one
should
for
be able to
myself.
do that.
We on our way to the
Mhm.
register. Time to
I'm gonna
check
fast forward a
out.
little bit.
They gave me
Yeah.
No, let's
something
look
to
at the price.
carry.
Let's look how much it is.
I'm
Let's
up
look
in
at it.
here right now, put my rewards in.
She kind of wanted to
You
brag
know,
about
you
that.
know,
You
I
hear him
got
say you did all the
rewards
hard work?
for
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Tzatziki. I stay pulling in my phone, trying to get my little percent off, my little extra, whatever it is. That man was so, so sweet. He's the one who gave us the clothing rack and let us push it around. I thought that was nice.
See, there you
Then
go.
once the holidays, oh yes, baby, get ready to pay. All right, all
That's
right.
old. They ain't wearing
1600.
coats. Well, maybe.
There.
Maybe.
This is definitely me just trying to be extra for content. Cooking bags.
Why they got that many
Next
clothes
week,
at one
Because she's,
time?
it's probably just bags within bags at this point. She probably just wanted something to look good on camera.
Oh, this the first time they coming over or
He
something?
act like he was hungry, but of course he
I
was.
don't
So
know.
of course he got some of mine. That creamy parmesan stuff.
Okay.
We
And
are
that
looking for this
literally
face
could
wash.
be it. Don't nobody buy that many clothes at one
Grab
time.
me
Mm.
some
I'm gonna
stuff.
fast
She was
forward
buying
this,
for
y'all.
all of their children. There's 6 kids, I guess.
Type of girl, but I'm getting for me looking cute. Me
I'm
trying
fast forwarding.
to, get it together for the content. This is one of our investment properties. Yes, yes, yes.
Our
It's cute in here
investment
too.
properties.
Look how we-
One of
oh,
them.
I got that from Zumba this morning. I saved it for the box, and I got the little neon bracelets. It was just really, really cute. Oh yeah, I gotta touch on Mr. Ho before I get out the car.
What the hell?
Next thing you know,
What the hell was that?
I am walking into
What the hell?
the investment property we have. It is 3
Girl,
bedrooms.
she should have been playing
and-
this.
Yeah,
We could have been had a ring. We could have been watching another marriage.
You gotta show them again. Okay, so I'm gonna stop playing it.
Okay. Yeah, she said y'all gotta see Hold. I gotta touch my man. I mean,
it's long.
Listen,
it's very long. I fast forwarded through a
she
lot.
was proud,
But it's on our
Mary,
TikTok. If
keep
you wanna
on
watch
rolling.
It's on our TikTok. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what to
What do
say.
you think, Joy?
I think that they go together.
It's kind of weird.
I think they go together. They go together. Like they are. And I think he's been going together with her, even with Sheree. Like,
yeah.
And the girl that was in the room with him, we had to see him down the hallway. I mean, he still probably got people on rotation. The only reason it might not be as heavy now is because he doesn't have any different place to live.
I don't know, but I mean, if they really have investment properties together, they go together. But I don't know.
Somebody said,
go ahead.
Somebody said they thought that whole Martell needed to move was a storyline.
Oh, you think so?
It could have been. You never know with these people. But
and that Martell was willing to go along with.
It says it's bizarre that he cares about Mel keeping his name if he's doing all of that.
Thank you.
But I don't think he's claimed her.
Well, he kind of did.
He's allowing her to video. Yeah.
On the pumpkin tape. on the pumpkin tape at the end of
He
it.
definitely did on that pumpkin tape. He was
Yeah,
like,
on
"Yeah,
the
we
pumpkin
together."
tape.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, they're going to really trip when I say, you my man. I'm going to cook for my man. And then they both started laughing like they were preschool students. I'll tell you what, puppy love at its finest. I almost puked, but
Ellie,
it was
do
too
we have
funny.
a link to our TikTok we can put in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you? Okay. Or you can use that. Or you
Wait
can
a
use
minute. Wait a minute.
QR
Wouldn't
code.
it be epic though if for real the producers let her on the show?
Mm-hmm.
That would, I know that y'all don't want that, but I would say that would be epic. It's similarly to what we see at what's going to happen with Married to Medicine, except these are the heads. The Holts were the head. It usually happens to a side person, not necessarily the head. Well, Quad was a head. I
It was
guess.
a head. Yeah.
Yeah.
He really was. So I feel like if he's
It would
allowing
be
her,
epic.
I really feel like he is trying to. I don't know if he's trying to make her become Melody.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Can you imagine Ariane having to film with all the other ladies?
I don't think they would film with her.
You don't think they would?
No, because remember, she was like, I took the picture. I was there. And you remember with Maurice and all the boys trip and they all got mad at her.
I'm just saying they could push a couple of seasons of good TV if they decided to bring Ariane on this show, really to show Martell's life, because how interesting.
I sent it in your DM.
Wait a minute, let me say how interesting. We've never seen that before on television.
The show will lose a lot of ratings.
A guy who then left his wife. We want to see karma for them. We want to watch it fall apart. Our womanly instincts is to say we want to watch the train wreck. But what if it's not necessarily a train wreck? It would be interesting to see it.
Well, based on what I've seen over the past couple of days in their videos, it would be a train wreck after probably the second episode, because she is all into Martell. I mean, she would probably eat his toes on camera. The girl was just excited. I think that can be a bit much sometimes. I could be wrong.
She really does love him. I'm gonna put our QR code for our thing. Let me get Tori's coming off. This is the QR code for our Instagram. Our Twitter. TikTok. What is this?
Everything.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
So you can see the video that you want. I'm gonna take this banner off in case that's blocking something. So I think it's been up enough. You all can get it. We have a lot of good stuff on our TikTok. So how do I get this off? Hold on. Oh, okay, it's off. All right. Anyway, anything else, y'all? Oh, I want to make a statement. I do feel like I don't think he's going to try to make her into Melody, but I do feel like he's going to try to use her social media to help her look in a better light. Because if he is going to try to build a future with her, they're poisoned right now. They're tainted right now. But if he can show her on Facebook cooking meals, or on social media cooking meals, making gingerbread houses, this cookie cutter, all-American kind of girl who's a freak in the sheets but a woman in the streets, people will possibly let her become a Melody. So
that's what I mean. What do you think?
No.
That's what I said.
No, I
didn't mention it in that. I think that
I explain it, Joy. Yeah.
I think this is purposeful. And I think it would be, I've never seen that on television before. Like, we see it on soap operas, but we ain't never seen it play out on reality TV. I would like to see what happens after the divorce, because we'll
see a little bit, a very small amount of that topic on Married to Medicine this season.
And they did the Love and Hip Hop, right? Love and Hip Hop with Mimi, and it wasn't divorced, but so they may as well bring her on, because Marceau Sheen is played out. I agree. Nobody cares about Kimmy. I don't care about Kimmy's coochie. I do agree. Even the people who hate her would watch because they stalk her on social media all the time. Yes. So I don't hate the girl. I hate what happened with their divorce, but I don't hate her. And I feel like if he's going to mess up his marriage for her, he needs to be with her. I just feel like it's stupid for him to mess up his entire life for a person he's not going to be with. It's
I will
ridiculous.
say, I mean, Joy has always said that, but I would agree
I've
with that
always
as
thought,
well.
yeah.
He, if the way that girl seems into him, I mean, it can't be a bad thing for him to be with somebody who appears to love him like that. Everything else, of course, is just kind of gross. What happened between the three of them and the demise
Right.
of the relationship and everything, but yeah, I mean, he might as well,
And I think we mentioned this before.
and
He's
maybe they'll
going
end
to,
up in jail together.
no, I'm going to say
Ma-
this. They're going to end up not liking each other because once you have to live with the person, it's different. Now, when you popping over to make gingerbread houses, it's fun. But when you got to pick up his underwear, clean the toilet, fix his,
Oh,
like,
please.
it's the dynamics are
I
going to
think
change
she's
for
been doing
him,
that a
not for
lot.
her. Not for
Yeah.
her, for him. It's going to be for him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ain't going to want to see that all day.
I mean, she showed the pork chops she had cooking for him and everything. I was like, this little girl.
He
You
said she
know
can
that.
cook.
Yeah, he did.
He said she could cook.
Yeah.
He even had the filter on with his eyelashes, honey. He was in it to win it with her. I think it's time to move on from the divorce. Now has a whole party, so everyone needs to let it go. I do think after this name change ceremony, they need to let, in the words of Elsa, let it all go.
And imagine if Melanie, even if it was difficult for her, the the to show your maturity,
Yeah.
to be able to extend something of some kind of normalcy to her. That would
Well,
be
her
great
kids
for
were over
me.
there.
If I, huh?
Her kids were with Martell and the girl. I
Yeah,
mean, so she's
exactly. They
definitely,
have,
they're
yeah,
growing.
yeah.
And I
So
do. I agree.
it would be interesting to see that play out because they're going to get along. One of the things that Martell said, well, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. He said
Yeah.
that off camera, him and Melanie are cool. She just don't want her fans to know that. He
I only
said
think
we
she
talk
said what
like
she says hi to me.
he
That does
said
not mean we
that
cool.
they talk like
That,
best friends. But
you believe that, Joy?
I know, but I think
Patricia didn't even
essentially he
believe
was
that.
saying that's what he said. But look, I think essentially he
So,
was saying that they cool off camera, that they're okay off camera. And I do believe that there is an element of, because even though Martell has been hurtful, took her to court, all of those things, Martell probably talks to a part of Melanie. He obviously does, where she can kind of sort through his crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think that she knows at heart he tripping, but you wasting our time and our money. But it. I don't think she. I think she gets him.
I feel like I agree. I don't really think she should be on the show because of how it happened, but I feel like they should let her on there if that's what they want. And Mel needs to just make it seem like she don't care. And I'm gonna tell you
Yes,
something. He will not stay with
yes,
her. He will not.
yes.
If Mel act like she don't care, cause he gonna do it to try to hurt her. Cause after all this started coming up after the name changing ceremony became on the show. That's when he started showing him and her hanging out on Instagram. Cause he's like, you change your name. Well, I'm with my baby mama. You know what I mean? It's like tit for tat with both of them, and they need to quit that. Of course they are cool out camera. She has a sister wife. Yeah, she. Yeah, the baby did it. We said that. We said the baby did it. The baby was the straw that broke it. I
a
think she
sister
really wanted.
wife.
Well, I
I
mean,
agree with that, Danita.
I
I
do
agree
too.
with the last part, that I bet you if she wasn't on social media, they'll still be going backwards and forward. But I do believe you can't come back from a whole baby.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
loved
I
him.
agree with that.
She
I
did. She
agree.
loved him.
Yeah,
And
I
and I,
agree
and
with
I
that.
think she even kind of empathizes with Ariel. I'm trying to say her name right, Arion, because if she
Mhm.
believed Martell lies, then of course Arion would too. Like
Yeah.
you, you both did. You know what I
I
mean?
I
So
knew she loved Martell when she gave him uh, uh, a ultimatum. When a woman tells him, "I need you to let this go, and I give you time to let it go,"
yeah,
she's she's in it.
yeah. And a lot
So
of
I
people,
never doubted that Melanie loved him.
and a lot of people kid
She
that,
actually, because she actually said out of her mouth that she gave him time.
right? And a lot of people are saying she was a sister wife because of that. That's like a dig at her. Was the fact that she loved her husband and
Now I
stayed with
don't think
him.
that.
That's a
I don't
dig
think
to
that
them.
I
either.
don't think so.
And
I
But
think
I
that's just
stayed.
crazy.
I'm not. Yeah, because she loved him.
yeah,
She
I
it
was
wasn't
just I
because
was
she wanted it. And she accepted it. She didn't want to lose her marriage.
I go back between thinking she
Yeah,
came
Jay, I
on this
agree.
show just to divorce him, but it is some parts of her that I mean I absolutely believe that she loved him, because
Yeah.
no woman would be that honest. And that little tidbit of what she said was a vulnerability.
He loved it.
I mean, you're literally telling your husband, I know that you're having this affair. I need you to do what you need to do and give him time. Not you
When he,
better call and be on the
yeah,
phone right now and tell her
yeah.
this is over.
When he
The
hurt his back
grace,
and he
yeah,
was crawling up the stairs to get his
yes,
burner phone. And she
yes,
figured that out. And she still stayed.
yes,
That's love, baby. Because you ain't
yes,
gonna be crawling to call this
yes.
girl.
Yeah, she knew he
Yeah.
was in love with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That's hard, man.
wowing, because that I'm telling you that it's her transparency the first season. If people like straight up listen to Melanie, was off the charts. And
Yeah.
I think that was it was too real. It was almost too real.
It's heartbreaking. I
Because
hate they
people
broke
don't
up.
say that kind of stuff out loud. We whisper
Mm-mm.
that stuff.
Yeah. You do. You say that.
We whisper. I'm telling you. She was very transparent.
Now we did say that we thought that it was gonna be an exit strategy as well, but the other
Mhm,
baby, Sugar Mama, kind of
mhm.
stopped that.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because she set herself up. She was going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
I hate
she loved him though. She loved him.
that man.
But sometimes you can love somebody and know that they ain't good for you.
And he could be
Like,
better with this new woman.
mhm,
And I know
yeah,
that Beyonce say ring the alarm. I ain't
mhm,
gonna let another chick be on your arm. You gonna
mhm,
profit off all I taught. I'm staying, but no,
mhm,
you don't stay. Don't stay.
So,
yeah.
I wonder if one of those rental properties or the investment properties they were at are those the homes that Melinda helped buy?
Belinda,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Belinda.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they say before we get off, they're saying Carlos is doing a show, kind of like a Real Housewives, and it was supposed to be Belinda and Destiny and all of them, but they kicked Destiny to the curb, and we don't know why. But they
Because she got to
supposed
go to jail.
they kicked her to the curb.
Mm,
No, this was before the jail thing, but
no.
I
They
would
kicked
like
her
to
off
see.
before
They're
the
not
jail
friends
thing?
anymore. She's not friends with Belinda anymore. I don't know what Destiny be doing to these people.
I
Okay, but anyway,
mean, they said she looked like she kind of short.
What?
Yeah. I mean, short tempered.
I know what you meant, but that was funny, Joy.
She looked like
I
she
mean,
kind of
she
short.
got, we've seen her temper. We've seen her temper.
Oh,
But
shit.
did we talk about that little arrest situation here on the
Yes,
call
we
before?
did. It was a whole
We did,
chat
That
okay.
happened this
of the
week
week.
too.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Was that this week too?
No, we did
See,
that last
it's been
week.
so
Ariane
much.
will never
Oh.
be Mrs. Holt. You don't think he'll marry her?
I think he might. If there is a way somebody will give him a wedding special on the tube, he would marry her.
I'll say
Ooh, I
this:
would
if
watch it.
Ariane positions herself, she could be his wife. Ariane has to stay off of the Twitter or whatever, the
Yeah.
IG or whatever it was that she
The
used.
Twitter.
That's what you remember they teased.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Twitter.
What's her name about that? If she
Yeah.
stays off social media with her, all that hollering she be doing about their sex or lives
Mhm.
or just them negative.
JJ.
If
So
she
wrong.
positions herself, get a license or two, she
Yeah,
can
that's what
position
JJ said.
herself into a woman that he needs.
Oh, If she can pass the exam, child. All
I'm
right, y'all.
serious. Men marry more for need than they do for want. Men marry women from their head. They don't always
both
marry
heads,
women from
okay,
their
not
heart.
just one.
Yeah,
But, okay,
they don't. If she positioned herself, I mean, if I was interested, said that's exactly what I would do.
And we can pass the test, Martell.
I mean, I can pass the test.
We can pass the test.
Yeah, this is the guy you interested in, baby. This is what you need me to do. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Well, she definitely. Looking at Danita's comment, she definitely makes him feel good about himself. But I don't think as a business, I don't think they'll be able to do that.
We'll see.
Together.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I would like to watch it unfold.
Kelly, is there 2 other comments that we're missing? I see it says 3 comments that we hadn't pulled up. Can you look at them real quick? Is there anything we need to put up? Yeah, I remember Side Chick. Maybe Coleslaw can get on that. Okay, so y'all, we about to go because we've been on here 2 hours. Married to Medicine and Potomac are about to come on in 30 minutes. We will be here tomorrow about 4:35-ish, 5:30, something about that time, to do Married to Medicine and Potomac. And we're gonna try to make those kind of quick because the first episode we shouldn't be on here that long. So please join us tomorrow for those shows. Here's our QR code. You can get everything. Kelly, can you move that comment off? You can get everything. Chat her up. If you want to follow us on anything, we have all the socials. Okay. Anything else, ladies?
No.
All right. So enjoy Potomac and Married to Medicine. It's been a great call. We had a great time. And we need to get a sign off. And we need a name for y'all, like our chatterers or something. Our chatty cat. Okay. And then we need a sign off, like thanks for chattering up with us or something. Okay. We need something. But we
already got our song from Latoria.
Yeah. Which we need to make. We need to do another intro, Callie.
Okay.
All right. Anyway. Y'all ready to piece it out?
Peace out.
I said I have Christmas nails. I didn't mean to do Christmas nails. I just wanted the colors. And I was like, what damn? Well, we gonna a chat box. A chat box. We got a hot box. We a whore from Hampton University. Okay. I'm so ready. Okay, but anyway, peace out, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace out. Bye-bye.